The most important thing to think about when setting resolutions is start small. The benefit of setting small goals is that you get a high when you actually achieve them, but the other benefit is that you actually achieve them. I think if you set goals that are too big, then when you don't achieve them, you just get discouraged and you just quit. So say you want to run a marathon, you might start with just a 5K and then work up to, a 10K, then half marathon, then marathon. Instead of just like, I'm going to train for a marathon, and you just start on a marathon schedule and you don't really even run that often. Just start with something small and see if you can do that. See if you can train for the 5K. And then if you can do that, then go to the next one. You could go from a 5K, start training for a half marathon, and then go to the marathon. If you're going to add strength training as one of your resolutions or one of your goals for the year, just pick like 1 to 2 days a week that you're going to go to the gym for a certain amount of time. Give yourself a time frame. Say, I'm going to be there for 30 minutes. And so then try to maximize each of those sessions. That means like, try not to look at your phone, answer your texts. Just do the work while you're there, leave, and then do everything else. So get consistent with that. And then if you want to expand on that, then you can. But get consistent with just showing up. I think the first thing with any of these goals and resolutions is you have to show up for it. For some people, it could just be, okay, I showed up, and then they do nothing. But then later they show up and they actually start doing something. That's why even if someone was to start, say I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to do, whether it's strength training or, cardio, they start with just a small amount, but they show up, getting themselves there consistently. So if they just show up for, say, 10 minutes, 3 times a week, now they've created a habit, and then they can increase the time if they need to. If you already have healthy habits incorporated into your life, if you're already doing strength training, doing some form of movement during the week, come January, I don't think it's necessary for you to switch it up just because you feel some pressure that, it's the new year and I need to do something different. If what you're doing is already working for you, then you're already in a good place. There shouldn't be this, unnecessary pressure that I need to add something. Resolutions and these lofty exercise goals are only for typically the people that haven't been doing good habits during the last 3 months, and now they feel guilty for all their too much drinking, too much bad food, and so now they feel like they gotta set some lofty goal. I'm pretty consistent with my eating throughout the entire year. So come January, there's no pressure for me to change up what I'm doing because I've been extremely consistent every month, even if I have, say more Christmas parties in December, or having, a cookie here and there, or, adding things into my diet that I wouldn't normally add during the year. So there's no thought come January like, oh my gosh, I gotta, set this crazy goal because I, messed up for the last 3 months and, fell off the wagon. So I think for those people that you're already have good habits, just stick with that and keep that up. And if there's something here, here and there that you want to add, then go ahead. But you don't need to do something just because it's the new year. My fitness advice to anybody starting a new habit would be just get started. If your motivation is low and you want to stick to a plan at the new year, whether it be strength training or cardio or some goal with a 5K or something else, I think it would be in your best interest to hire a trainer or find someone that can keep you accountable, and don't use your best friend. Use someone that will not let you talk yourself out of going. Because there are even clients I train, it's like they'll both agree, like, yeah, let's just sleep in. So, and so instead, find someone that's you. I have a client that swims with someone, and because they swim in the morning with that person, they always show up because they don't want to cancel on them. So find someone that you don't want to cancel on. My clients know they have to pay. It's like there's been multiple times where clients have come in for a session that they did not want to be at because they didn't want to just have to pay for nothing. So I think there's that too. When you have a trainer or someone that's keeping you accountable, then just the fact that you owe money towards something, then you're going to show up and do it. I think having a trainer takes the work out of it because you don't have to think about it. You just have to do the work once you get here. I think it is to people's advantage to hire a trainer if they can. Or at least, in the beginning, it would be beneficial for someone to even hire a trainer just to give them the motivation in the beginning to get going, even if later on they don't keep with a trainer, just to get them started doing things correctly and with good form and working at an intensity level. A trainer is going to show you what level you need to be working at, and they're going to show you how to properly use the equipment. And so they're going to take the guesswork out of it for you. If you have additional questions, you can leave a message in the comments, or you can reach out to me on Instagram at All Women Have Muscles.